It's a well-known fact that cats are some of the cutest little creatures known to man. With their fluffy little faces, those big green eyes, their pudgy jelly bean toes, and their floofy tails, how can you resist such a fuzzy whittle baby? And as any cat parent knows, cats are well aware of how to exploit this cuteness to get more pets or treats. But is that all it is? Do our cats simply see us as vending machines powered by adorableness, or is there something more to it? Could it be that your cat sees themselves not just as your friend, but as your child? Not every cat owner relationship is like this, but if your cat sees themselves as your fur baby, you might just be part of a very special bond. Today, we're going to look at 7 signs that your cat thinks they're your child. Before we dive in, why not subscribe and join our feline-loving community for more tips and tricks to help you care for your kitty. Number 1. Baby talk. Meow, meow, meow! Cats have a very distinctive way of trying to get our attention, and they can do a lot with it. From cute little mews when they want some more pets, to a siren-like wail when you're even 5 seconds late with their breakfast, cats love to make their feelings known by meowing. You might assume that this is just the noise that your fur baby makes. After all, it's the noise that people generally associate with cats. Dog goes woof, horse goes neigh, cat goes meow, right? Well, kinda. You see, cats in the wild don't tend to communicate with each other by meowing. They prefer to use other noises, like hissing or growling when they're unhappy, or caterwauling when they want to let other cats know they're ready to mate, or they like to skip the sound altogether and just communicate via body language. But you know what the one exception to this rule is? Baby cats. Meowing is a noise that kittens make to get the attention of their mama cat. The reason they do it around us is because they know that we can't pick up on their body language that easily, and they want to make things easier for us, but also because they think of us as their new mama cats. Maybe that thought will cheer you up next time your cat decides to wake you at 7:30 on a Saturday. Number 2. Follow the leader. A lot of animals below a certain age have an instinctive desire to be near their parent. You'll see it with young kids. A lot of toddlers will get super upset the first few times their parents leave them at preschool or with a babysitter, even if they've been assured that their family will be coming back. And with birds like ducks, whose babies will literally follow behind them in a line. But this phenomenon also exists in cats. Because cats are solitary hunters, meaning that the mama cats have to leave their babies in the nest when they go looking for food. Kittens are less fussy about being left for a bit than human babies. However, as they get older and more mobile, kittens will start following their mamas around more. When it comes to our own fur babies back home, this manifests as your cat following you around the house, or maybe even trying to follow you out the door when you head off to work. It can be a bit irritating sometimes to have a little furry shadow with you all the time. Sometimes we just want to pee in private. But at least you can be assured that they're only doing it because they want to spend more quality time with their cat parent. Number 3. Copycats. Another thing that kids tend to do around their parents is copy them. A lot. Young children will often enjoy dressing up in their parents' clothes or trying to imitate them doing household chores or work. In the same way, young cats will imitate their mama, learning how to be a cat by watching her groom herself, catch mice, or fend off rivals. Your fur baby probably isn't going to be able to look to you for help in catching mice, unless you happen to work as a pest controller with an unusually hands-on approach. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to try and learn from you. You spend all day tapping at the weird light box. Clearly it must be important, so they're going to try walking across it to see if that does anything. In the process, changing your computer's language settings to Babylonian cuneiform and emailing your boss all the photos from last year's New Year's party. Number 4. A friend in need. Does your fur baby think they're in a bakery? 'Cause they're sure making a lot of biscuits. Making biscuits, also known as kneading, is the term for the rhythmic pressing motions that cats make with their paws, which look kinda like they're kneading dough. It can be cute when your cat is doing it against their bed or their favorite toy, Or it can be slightly painful, but still cute, like when they do it against your skin. Not all cats remember to keep their claws in for this. The gesture actually dates back to your cat's kittenhood. Kittens press their paws against their mama cat's belly to help stimulate the milk flow at dinner time. As adults, cats return to this gesture when they want to show someone that they love them, just as much as they loved their mother. Number 5. A lot on your plate. Every cat parent knows that much as we love them, cats can be furry little felons. You'd honestly think that they never got fed and survived entirely off stolen scraps like a Victorian street urchin, judging by how desperate they are to steal anything they can snaffle up off your plate. Eventually, you might even give up on leaving food out uncovered at all. So, what's so great about your food anyway? Sure, you like it, but you didn't evolve to live off a diet comprised entirely of meat. Your cat wouldn't naturally be eating most of this stuff in the wild, and some of it is actually bad for them, so why do they find it so appealing? The answer, annoyingly enough, is because you're the one eating it. In a 1978 study, scientists trained mother cats to eat mashed potato and bananas, foods that aren't dangerous to them, but aren't what they would naturally go for. They then presented both mama and her kittens with a bowl of mash and a bowl of cat food to see which one they picked. The mothers, of course, went for the mash because that was what they'd been trained to do, and the kittens followed suit. Kittens like to eat what their mama eats because they know that it's definitely safe for them. Since your fur baby sees themselves as your kitten, they want to eat what you eat. Number 6. Rear view. Your cat won't typically greet you with a high five, but they might try saying hello with a high tail. The feline habit of raising their tail in the air like a flagpole whenever they see somebody they like goes back to when they were a kitten. And the explanation for it is, unfortunately, a little gross. You see, when kittens are first born, they tend to be very underdeveloped. Famously, their eyes don't open until they're a week or two old, and they can't even go to the bathroom on their own. Instead, they rely on their mama cat licking their butt, told you it was gross, to help them pee and poop. Because of this, they learn to greet their mama by raising their tails to give her access, and even after they've grown out of needing their butts licked, thank God, they keep using the greeting. Number 7. Finger food. Ouch! Ow! Ouch! Hey, kitty! Those aren't snacks. Those are my fingers. Some cats just love to nibble on their humans' fingers. They'll start off just licking your hand, like they're simply trying to involve you in their latest grooming session, and then move on to one of your fingers. Then before you know it, that finger is in your kitty's mouth and they're starting to bite down. What's going on? Did you do something to upset them? No. In fact, not only is your cat not biting you out of anger, but they're not actually biting your fingers at all, or at least they're not trying to. They're actually trying to suckle them. As kittens, cats obviously suckle their mothers, and some will continue doing this as adults. Just like with kneading, your kitty isn't expecting to get any milk from suckling your fingers, but it's their way of showing you affection. To learn how your fur baby repays you for your care, check out this video to learn shocking ways in which your cat saves your life every day.